Oh, hello. Why isn't John coming up? This is silly. You're silent again. This is not good. I hope everyone takes a drink, because there's a technical difficulty right off the bat. John, silent? Never. Yes. Active. Status active. Why isn't there audio for you? This is troubling. Troubling, this Clone War has begun. Let's see. Audio. Apply. Try talking, John. The fudge is going on. Well, I hope you're all doing well. We got 4 people on here, and it's the Carl show today. We got no John to speak of. Oop. Just kidding. We'll get John on here in a second. Start drinking, Wendy. Yes, no John audio. We're working with that. Oh. I did that thing. Thing I don't like. Okay. Why isn't my John talking? He is so silent. Silent as the grave. Ooh. Oh, this is really fun. It's really fun not having it. Oh, I don't even get it. Let's see. Okay. It says you're active. It says matter off. John, do you come with subtitles? Can you hold up? I know you don't like silent movies, but can you hold up cards and say what you're saying? Oh, jeez. It's a real shame you can't hear John. He's saying some funny things. Why? Yeah, I can hear you just fine. I'm trying to figure out why. Default. Okay, apply. Try saying something. Oh, there we go. There we go. He lives! We have John audio.
Hi.
Hello, and welcome.
I want to know what the fuck you did.
What did you do?
What? Why can't people hear me now?
I just reset your audio.
Oh, what the?
I don't know. OBS is a free program, but it also comes with all the problems of a free program.
I hope everyone's already shit-faced.
I don't. I hope.
No, that's true.
All right.
They'll fall asleep before we get all the good stuff.
Heck yeah. Well, welcome, everyone. The two, Wendy and Liam. Welcome.
The sound of John we know and love.
Welcome to tonight's stream of Sandwich Revolver with Carl Diamond and John Reeve. I am Carl Diamond, and that's John Reeve.
Yeah, that's me. He said it right.
Yes,
it's accurate.
I always mispronounce your name. You know, we've been friends for 10 plus years.
Why would you even say that? You've never once mispronounced my name. That's not funny. Man, if I couldn't see your face, I would question whether you were laughing or crying.
That's why they call you Mr. Spaghetti.
I'm full of meatballs.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
Oh man, what is happening?
Well, how is everyone doing tonight?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Happy Thursday, you know, the most impactful day of the week, right?
Yeah, it's the day where you're like, okay, I can live another day because Friday's tomorrow.
Thursday's a pretty good day. It's like the Friday before Friday.
Yeah, well, it's at the end of Thursday. You're like, oh man, tomorrow's gonna be so easy because the next day is the weekend. Which,
Exactly.
if you think about it, this is a terrible way to live your life. Because it's like you should appreciate every minute you're alive. Breathe in and breathe out. Life is beautiful. Although it sucks to be stuck inside all day. I'll tell you that.
I mean, there just seems to be parts of life that feel like maybe not. I mean, not literally die, but it's more like, could I be asleep during this? And then just wake up and it's gone.
I was gonna say something inappropriate, but
it's, you know what? Just say it, man. Just say it. It's our show. It's our show.
No.
Unless it's racist.
No, it's not racist. It's just because you said there's parts that I wish I would you could sleep through, and I'm like, oh, I feel sorry for your wife.
It's funny to say it, but in actuality, you know nothing of my.
No, I have no
life.
idea. I don't even want to picture it.
Do it.
No, get out of my road! Ah! No! Ah!
That's right, Carl.
Oh, it's actually quite John, you're very good. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Let me take notes.
Now I don't like this.
I'm gonna steal your moves.
No, this is a terrible idea. See, the audience loves inappropriate. You can't just say, I was gonna say something inappropriate and not say
I'm
it.
just gonna say all the inappropriate things that pop into my head, and it's gonna be all
because everyone's gonna sit there and be like, what was he gonna say?
G Stricko, welcome to the show.
Hey,
Epic Bear, welcome back.
What a great name. Or, I mean, Epic Bear,
I know it's Epidemic Bear. Epidemic Bear. He's also an epic bear. I've met this man in person. He's very, very big, very, very burly man.
Yeah, this is a pretty great way to go through a long flight is get inebriated.
It's always helped me. It's always helped me. Those little De Serrano bottles. I used to get those, and I used to get a couple of those and mix them with ginger ale.
Man, there was a time I was on a long flight back from New Zealand, and I got every time I fly, I get a terrible cold. I don't know why. It just always happens.
Air sickness.
I guess it, but you know, it's of a viral nature because like it lasts with me for a few days. But anyway, so a nice gentleman at the airport. This sounds really bizarre. Everyone's gonna say, John, you shouldn't have done that. But I was at the airport.
Did he tell you to take your shoes off and make fists on the floor?
No.
On the carpet?
I was in New Zealand at the airport. And I had a terrible cold, and this very nice, Kiwi citizen was like, "Excuse me, I've got some cold medicine. Would you like some?" We didn't actually know what it was. He gave us some pills, and I took it. Now, what's funny is it did technically
You took pills
help.
from a stranger?
Yes,
okay.
I know it sounds freaking terrible. But sure enough, my cold did feel better during the flight. However, near the end of the flight, it was a mixture of extreme tiredness because I never sleep in those flights and they're 12 hours long. And you know, I had the cold, but I'm pretty sure the drugs were affecting it too because I was really out of it.
Well, yeah, you took drugs a stranger gave you.
It was like surmise. It was the same actions. I sure did. And it's like, if I was in America, that sounds bad, but I gotta say, taking it from most Kiwi folk is probably not that bad of an idea.
I don't know.
It's not really
I'm gonna tell my kids not to do that.
No.
Uncle John's a wild bastard.
Yeah, it's true.
That's a great story, though.
Yeah, it was fun.
Ha ha ha! What a story, Mark.
I remember I got really upset because I couldn't tie my shoes.
Because you were so messed up on kiwi drugs?
I was trying to put my shoes on because we were landing, and I was getting so cranky that I couldn't get my shoes on. I was almost crying.
Were the shoes talking to you?
No, not at all.
Oh, disappointing. Oh, I just realized I have the watermark on.
What? Wait, not where you live. What soapbox 007? What's not where you live? I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure others would also say, "Don't do it in Mexico."
Yeah, I wouldn't do it in Mexico either. Especially if a Kiwi came up to you in Mexico, going, "Hey, I got some drugs here."
What are you doing here? I'm a figment of your imagination.
I'm your representation of your longing for home.
Soapbox 007, if there was a person in need and you happen to have some cold medicine, wouldn't you want that person to trust you enough to take the drugs from your hands?
Isn't that the first thing they tell you not to do in kindergarten?
Not in Canada.
Oh, yeah, if a stranger at an airport says, yeah, it notices how sick you are and then offers the kindness of some pills, you know you're obligated as a Canadian to take them.
I don't know what accent you're doing.
Trying to do Canadian. I apologize for everything. Shall we get into the beers?
Oh, God. Oh, sure. Why not? I guess enough of this drug talk.
Let's move on to alcohol. So I'll go first. Let me go ahead and switch the thing to me. Carl. Oh, there we are. Hello, everyone. Oh, hello. I have this, the beer today is this Erdinger. Yes, we can get in the focus. Yes. Focus.
Ooh.
Erdinger. Wheat beer. Which I think means wheat beer. I bought it because it's a wheat beer. It's from Germany. And the back says, Erdinger is brewed all naturally using traditional bottle fermentation, never pasteurized. Thank you for enjoying Erdinger, the world's #1 Hefeweizen beer. Oh, Hefeweizen. I added a beer at the bottom. Government warning. I'm not going to read that. Because who listens to the government? Here we are. There's the sound. And our friend Sonia, who is German, told me to turn this. So I'm going to turn it. So this is unfiltered.
She pops out of the bottle.
Is this how you summon German genies? Turn, baby, turn.
I'm free.
And we're going to do this on camera like this.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh, baby. This makes me want to take my shirt off.
Look at that pour. You've never seen a pour like that. Is this how your husband pours?
Oh, I'm getting antsy. Oh, shit, Dan.
Look at
that.
I think that's the best pour I've ever done.
Yeah, definitely better than half full of foam.
no Hillary Clintons around here. Let's taste it. Oh, that is quite nice.
I almost felt like I enjoyed that vicariously.
You better have. Let me get a double shot back here.
Yeah, take a double shot of your beer.
All right, so that is the Erdinger wheat beer by Wasbrow. Very nice.
It's made of wasps, so no. Did you see Anaconda? There was a wasp in that guy's snorkel gear.
You know, I've never seen Anaconda.
Wait, hold the front door. Have you really never seen Anaconda?
I probably haven't. It's Jennifer Lopez and John Voight. I've only seen the poster.
Oh, son of a bitch! I mean, it's not a great film, but it's still the best giant snake movie there is.
I've actually seen the prop snake that they used in that movie.
Oh, that's really
They
cool.
had it on display. They had donated it to the museum in San Francisco, and they had it on display. The robotic snake that they used.
And see, that movie, look, deservedly, that movie gets a lot of shit, but still, the fact that it's not entirely CGI and they actually have quite a few shots of at least a puppet or certainly animatronic real objected snake, I give them praise for.
It's
Because
also the
all the
'90s, and you really
sequels
couldn't
were
have done
cheap
it.
as shit.
Hmm.
What?
I agree with you. I miss movies where you'd have a prop that was that important and that significant. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I don't think if you made a movie today where it's like there's a killer Irish bear that kills people with a golf club, and I think it'd be mostly CG.
I fucking watch that.
But,
Made me think of that scene in
Patty the Angry Grizzly. Patty the Grizzly Golfs is what it would be called.
makes me think of that scene in the Wicker Man remake where Nicolas Cage runs up to that woman dressed in a bear costume and just punches her in the face.
God, what a terrible movie.
And that movie was so easy to make a comedy parody trailer of, and I swear to God, I thought it was an actual comedy trailer. And then my friend's like, by the way, that's not a comedy.
No, it's a serious movie. Have you seen the original Wicker Man?
As in, like,
The Christopher Lee one?
before Nicolas Cage one.
Yes, the Christopher Lee one.
Oh, I have not, because I was only interested in the one that looked terrible and hilarious.
Oh, the original is a classic. The original is a classic horror film.
Oh, good. And you
It's,
said Christopher Lee, so that does have some points in it.
that's great. I recommend you watch it. I think you'll really like it.
Okay. Well, on that note.
We have 10 people. Welcome everyone. Welcome all the new folks. Andy, yes. I'm looking at other folks. Yeah, welcome everyone. This is great. A lot of people. Awesome.
Get out of my house. What are you all doing in my house?
Chill, you stay in my house. Sit on my couch. All right. Well, John, don't you have a beer you want to share with the nice people?
Do. You know, this beer represents, I think, something all of us deserve to be some days. Not every day, but even the nicest people of all of us. You get at least one day or a half a day where you deserve to be this kind of person.
Okay, I'm curious now.
We should all strive to be an arrogant bastard sometimes.
Oh man, I live my life like an arrogant bastard.
But I don't think you do. You don't give that vibe off to me at all.
Why, thank you. Maybe it's my crippling imposter syndrome.
It's so funny. I went out looking for a beer, and I was striving to find something new. Mm-hmm. And I did have options, and I will probably pursue those options next week.
Okay.
But as soon as I saw it, I just felt this is what I have to have today. Not even because of the taste. I was just drawn to the fact that it's called the Arrogant Bastard Ale, even though I have had it many times. But we all get to be an arrogant bastard sometimes.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. It's a classic beer. Go ahead and pop that baby open.
It's a terrible bottle opener.
Go! He did it! Yay! Oh, he did? Did he? Okay, yeah.
He did. Did he do it? Yes, Diddy did do it. All right. Yeah, man, I gotta live up to that magnificent pour of Carl's.
Where's the beer coming? Oh, it's going in and out. Ghost beer.
See, I did a terrible job.
Did you now? If you could re-pour that
fun.
beer, would you?
I guess. See, that's the moment I wish I had slept through. Just slept while pouring the beer.
Look, by the way you poured your beer, you did.
Did I get the beer all in there? No. I could. This is a very decent sized mug, by the way. So again, I forgot to mention it. This is my other favorite mug that I have every now
Yes.
and again. That's not my skull mug, but it's the one that my dad got me for Christmas, and it's got a letter J on it, meaning it's mine. So let's have a sip. Oh, yes. It's a mighty fine, arrogant bastard ale.
Yep. All right.
Cheers to
all
the
right,
ghost beers.
Here's the point in the show where we raise a glass and do the sandwich revolver toast. Right?
I didn't have any toast.
Oh, well, good. Bread's bad for you. All right.
Bread makes you fat?
Huh? Our favorite food is garlic bread. All right. All right, everyone. Raise your drinks, whatever you're drinking, and
Yep.
raise a glass to movies, video games, and craft beer.
Craft beer.
All right. Oh, damn it. It keeps doing that. Sorry if John's flickering, or John or I are flickering. For some reason, my, whenever I change menus, whenever I change windows, sometimes the bar will show the desktop, and that makes us disappear.
Come on,
Get that up.
Yeah,
God dang it. I don't want to... Pepsi Zero mixed with lemon juice? That sounds like the drink. That sounds like the drink of drinks. I used to mix all sorts of sodas together when I was underage.
That sounds like the Yu-Gi-Oh of drinks. Pepsi Zero. Drink of drinks.
I'm going to use my Pepsi Zero to banish you to the Zero realm.
Jesus.
10 of us tomorrow. There'll be more of us. Very good, Soapbox. I like that one.
Oh, God.
All right. Shall we move on with the show? I think we shall.
Yay! Let's get on to the berries and cream.
You know what? All I have to say is, you know what, John?
What?
Why?
Why? Oh, make sure. I mean, actually, never mind. The stream's going pretty fine. You shouldn't need to send me the trailers.
All right. Anyway, here's something from the past. Give you a hint of what I'm about to show you. That why is this happening? Why is this happening? Here's a hint.
When the world's greatest athlete, Michael Jordan, teams up with the world's best-loved cartoon character, Bugs Bunny, you won't believe your eyes.
Pardon me, Mr. Jordan. Could I have your your John Hancock?
What's going on here?
We need your help! You heard of the Dream Team? Well, we're the Mean Team.
Ready?
Yeah!
Doc,
Yeah.
you kick it in here.
You go to the hole and dominate.
We on defense.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, I don't play defense.
Warner Brothers presents Jordan,
Bugs
Bunny.
Special delivery!
Together, they just might save the world. Space Jam. You've never seen anything like it.
Well, yeah. So that was Space Jam, the trailer, and you know what? From 1996, and I remember in 1996 having a slumber party.
Wait, that's not a new movie that's coming out?
No, I remember having a sleepover and going to see that movie that night, and that was.
Remember sleepovers? Now it's
Space
just
Jam
taking a
didn't
crack
bomb,
at your head.
Sergio. Space Jam was beloved.
It's true. I mean, everyone still fucking talks about it.
But I mean, it might have bombed, but I don't think it did. I saw it twice in theaters.
Let's look it up.
John, look it up. You know, watched it twice in theaters. So If I've seen it twice, it didn't bomb in my book.
I mean, there's a difference between a movie that everyone talked about versus a film that everybody saw.
It's very true. I mean, let's not forget The Thing bombed.
Let's see. It made $230. $230 million.
Oh no, it bombed!
No, it did not make $230. It made $230 million. What the fuck's the, what was the budget though?
Probably a lot.
Come on.
I mean,
Space
all that work that
Jam.
would go into that, Michael Jordan probably not doing it for cheap.
No. And I mean, they got Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, man.
How the fuck did they
he
get
doesn't show
Bugs
up for
Bunny?
nobody.
It's like the most famous bunny. All right, it made $230 million worldwide, and it cost. That's actually a decent budget for a late '90s cartoon movie of $80 million.
I mean, there's a lot of rotoscope work, a lot of CG work.
I mean, yeah, it looked good
Yeah, so.
because, like, you know, the only other animation like before that I thought was like, man, that's a really solid looking 2D animation. That's not like what it is 2D animation, right?
Yes, 2D animation and rotoscoping. But yeah, Roger Rabbit is the only one that also comes to mind.
That's what I was going to say. Was
And
Roger Rabbit.
Ralph Bakshi's Cool World.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that movie. I have seen that, but it's
Brad Pitt,
not brought up a lot.
Kim Basinger, weird movie.
$203. I was right, but it only cost $80 to make.
Suck it. $80 and a lot of paper.
Now, I will say, you know, no kidding, this movie definitely got a big marketing budget.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh no, Carl, you're going in and out.
I'm fading out of the blue and into the black.
The website. Wait. Everyone's talking about the website. What's up with the Space Jam website?
Have you not seen the Space Jam website, John?
No. Like for the original film?
Yes.
No.
I'm gonna bring it up right now because it's important.
You know what was weird? I remember when that movie came out, me and my friends were like, we all decided like, hey man, who's your favorite of the Monstars? For some reason, they were way more popular amongst me and my friends than the Looney Tunes.
Hell yeah, they were. That's super cool.
But it was like, who's your favorite Monstar? I always liked the really tall blue dude.
All right, John, feast your eyes.
I'm scared.
On the Space Jam website.
Is it still up?
It's still up, and it's still web 1.0.
Oh.
It's still functional. Planet B-Ball. Look at that. If you like basketball and you like to jam, go no further. Space Jam isn't just about Michael Jordan meeting Looney Tunes. It's about a slamming, jamming game to keep the Looney Tunes out of a failed intergalactic theme park. Rounding the cast are just some of the biggest stars of the NBA, making their feature debut. What's this, games?
Oh yeah, Danny DeVito voiced the like Monstars manager boss dude.
Did he? Let's see.
Yep.
Behind the Jam. Oh,
My
God.
goodness.
Look at all this.
Look at this era of a website.
I remember. Dude, you had to be there for this stuff. All websites looking like this. This actually looks very nice.
Well, see, when this movie came out, I was still living in Canada, and I'm pretty sure in our household we didn't really have a computer.
I mean, you remember internet was illegal in Canada until 2010.
Oh yeah, of course. I do
Jam
think, as
Central.
a whole, me and my family were probably slow on computers and getting the internet.
Oh, for sure. I understand that. I didn't really get broadband was my first. When Roadrunner came out in like 2001 or 2000, I was really into it. But
Man, Jam Central.
that's pretty crazy, huh? Anyway.
Well, wait, Carl. So hold on. Why are we watching a trailer for an old 1996 cartoon movie? This
I'm
isn't new.
glad you asked, John. You know why? Because of the infinite void of blackness. The infinite void. Infinite void. Which is... Get ready for it.
Oh God, am I gonna need my beer?
You will. Everyone grab their drink.
I'm
'Cause
fucking scared. Now, why'd they make it face forward? I guess it's so I can look at the
Space
the
Jam
J.
is coming
Yes,
back. With LeBron James.
What?
This has been news for a while, but it's the first time we're seeing pictures.
Tell me it's called Space.
Space
Or-
James?
James. Yeah, Space James.
James Jams in space?
No, Space James.
Space
No,
James!
wait. Okay, I recognize everyone except the. Is that supposed to be Lola?
That is Lola. They
Oh,
added. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying. I guess. I mean, be grateful. Oh, sorry, shit. Be grateful that they look like this in this photo, because you're gonna see some shit.
Oh God! If there's I'm actually serious to everyone who's watching. If there's a trailer, I've not seen it, and I didn't know there was a fucking trailer.
No, there's no trailers. It's just pictures.
Oh, thank God. Oh, now I'm really scared. Is this gonna
Okay.
be like when the Sonic movie was first advertising? I don't know.
So here is the first picture with LeBron James and Malcolm D. Lee, director of Space Jam, who also directed.
Wait. Soapbox. Why the fuck? Oh,
It's Space Jam: A New Legacy is what it's called.
how does Rule 34 apply to Space Jam? I guess for furries.
Wait, John, you have not seen the Rule 34 for Space Jam? The female rabbit has been both empowered and maybe, I don't know, I'm gonna say empowered through Rule 34.
What is happening? I remember people had a thing for the original Lola bunny when she was out. It was a very sensualized cartoon bunny.
I'm gonna get.
And I was like, yeah, that's some furry bait right there.
It is some furry bait. Definitely some furry bait. Let's go ahead and, speaking of Lola, here's how she looks in the new one. Look at that. Here's LeBron James high-fiving her. And it looks kind of okay. It looks weirdly 2D and 3D at the same time.
I don't love how, at a glance, to me it looks like a 3D. So, like, especially the hair. Look at that hair. To me, that looks like a 3D model.
I mean, just look at Bugs. Bugs is definitely 3D. Look at that.
Oh no. Granted, I mean, Disney is all CG as well. Oh God, it is 3D. It's definitely not going to be 2D film. I've never seen CGI Warner Brothers cartoon characters.
We've never seen this before.
It's bizarre.
It's super
and new.
It's super bizarre. And, look at LeBron James and Tweety. They're coming up right here. It's just, I mean, I gotta say, there are LeBron James fans, and there's kids, and kids are gonna like this. And I'm sure there's some original Looney Tunes fans are gonna like it. Like, this kid.
I mean, this has a way better chance of recapturing like that a specific era of people than the fucking Tom and Jerry movie did.
Oh yeah, I haven't even watched that yet. I haven't. I have to get more drugs first. Just kidding.
Because I know there's a fuck ton of people, especially in our age group, that were all about Space Jam. They're not going to go nuts over a new Warner Brothers Bugs Bunny movie, but they will go nuts over a new Space Jam.
Yeah, I mean, no one really was like, damn it, you know what I'm craving? I'm really itching for more Tom and Jerry. Like, but, you know, people will watch Space Jam because Space Jam's a meme.
Yep. And it was fun. I mean, I remember that movie pretty fondly. It was sort of like when you were
John, we have a Justice League prediction. Someone has predicted something.
Prediction for the Snyder Cut. As Steppenwolf progresses through the rest of the film, he keeps acquiring more and more staples. Like the like the item that you put in a stapler,
Heck yeah.
or the company. Like it keeps acquiring more Staples stores.
Or more staples like in his, you know, his diet. What's a staple for his diet? You know? That's kind of staple.
Yes. I wasn't joking about the drugs.
Well,
you know,
I'm sure Tom and Jerry will be enjoyed with drugs by many people.
If
may or may not be.
If Space Jam 2 is readily accessible somewhere, I would watch it.
I think it's gonna be on HBO Max.
I think by the time it comes out, me and Gio will probably have HBO Max by then. So yeah, put it on.
Hell yeah! I'm not paying $20 to rent it, or but I'll see it in the theater or I'll see it on HBO Max.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the final picture. Here's LeBron James with the charged basketball. Look at him. Look at him. He's so neat. Look at that go. He's got the big mouth open and...
I want to know where this is.
I mean, talk about Rule 34 right there, you know? But
why is there like an Eiffel Tower behind him? Where are they supposed to be?
Are they in Space Vegas?
Oh, God. That... Probably. You have to also wonder, what's the plot going to be? We haven't seen 1 ounce of who their opponents are.
It's true. We have not.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not even going to look it up and tell you. It's just going to be, it's more basketball and cartoons for you folks.
Yep. That's what everyone wants.
That's what everyone wants.
LeBron Foo Electric Boogaloo.
Andy, yes. LeBron Fruit Electric Boogaloo. Oh, please. God, no. Soapbox 007. I can already see the Fortnite tie-in. Oh, God.
Yeah, so can I.
No. No, Fortnite.
You know what's really weird about Fortnite? That I guarantee like 90% of people who play that have forgotten. Does everyone remember why it's called Fortnite? It was originally... made as a like base building game that was like a defense game where you held out against like hordes of enemies.
Was it?
Yeah, I think that's like the single player, if that even exists anymore. God. In that game.
Is there single player? I don't even know. I don't even care.
I swear it launched with it, but now what it's become is nothing like how it was originally launched.
Yep. Hopefully the same will happen with Cyberpunk.
Well, I hope in a better way.
Well, yeah,
because I don't like Fortnite.
It becomes Fortnite.
I don't want it. I don't want to like it now and then think this is a big pile of shit. I want to like it now and have it be. I want it to get better, like No Man's Sky got better. That kind of better seems more appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Not let's change it up completely and horror ourselves out.
Well, I just had a question for you. Speaking of horrors, do you guys want some trailers? Trailer time.
I'm a horror for trailers.
I'm a horror for trailers too.
Oh, who said that?
Oh. All right. So.
This beer is so good.
Yeah, Arrogant Bastard's one of the best. I'm really glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah. Space Jam skins in Cyberpunk? Probably not. In Fortnite? Hell yeah, they will be.
Oh, I wish I could play as Bugs Bunny in Cyberpunk. How fucking cool would that be?
And what's up, Doc? Shoots him with a shotgun, pops off his head.
Yep. I could give Bugs Bunny a penis too.
You can make him sexless. Which I guess is what he is now.
Just give Bugs Bunny a big old dick. Or if it's Cyberpunk, you can give Lola Rabbit a big old dick.
Oh no, we're creating more content for Rule 34.
Oh, that's already there, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Customizing Bugs Bunny junk.
Customizing Bugs Bunny junk.
Oh, God.
But fucking play whatever's coming next, man. I gotta get this Bunny 34 out of my mouth.
Well, you're going to regret saying that because what I'm about to show you is True Terror, as you've never seen it before.
Good thing I have beer.
True Terror. Enjoy True Terror, people.
I want to say
There used to be a green tower alone on the sea.
Hi, I'm here to see Emily Stanton.
Do you have an appointment?
one
I'm
of
her
those
best
two
friend.
actors is better than
We're not currently what I would say best friends or friends.
You look good. You look great.
What have you been up to?
Let me show you. I've been developing a genetic platform that will allow us to give ordinary people superpowers. But do me a favor, please. Don't touch anything. Oh, dear God, Lydia. Do you have any idea what you've done? You just took our only formula for super strength. Everything about you will become stronger.
I think I sprained my groin. Do chicks have groins?
What's your superpower? Invisibility.
That's awesome. Let's see what these powers can really do.
Everyone just stay calm and no one's gonna get hurt.
Em, stop! You're cooking them from the inside out!
Oh, man. Please don't film this, sir. It's a mistake.
Thunder Force, remember it.
For the first time in history, we're seeing real-life superheroes fighting crime.
I play dirty.
But we're also seeing a new kind of criminal.
This city deserves what's coming to it. Boom.
It's go time. Oh, we've got to rethink this car. Yeah.
How can we not stop two chicks in their 40s?
God, what's that smell? It's the suits. We can't wash them. Lydia, do not throw that bus.
I can't hear you because I'm literally throwing a bus! I'm sorry. That's on me. The hell are you?
You'd think Cancer, but Capricorn actually Sag Moon, and all kinds of things rising.
That's messed up.
All right, so that was Thunder Force, the new
AC
Netflix comedy starring Melissa McCarthy, Octavia Spencer, and somehow Jason Bateman. What do you guys think of this movie? Based on the trailer, what will you watch it? How does it compare to Tom and Jerry?
I might rather watch Tom and Jerry.
I would like to see Chloe Grace Moretz figure out her career halfway through a Tom and Jerry movie than even spend 30 seconds with this movie. Cute enough.
Liam's a very forgiving guy.
I hope so.
AC/DC deserves better films to be used over this. Octavia Spencer is better than this. Melissa McCarthy isn't better than this.
I think she is. I don't know what this is. I don't know. Maybe she just wanted to hang out with Octavia Spencer and make a superhero
Now,
movie.
after Ghostbusters, that was
I
She
can't
set
say shit
herself
about
up.
her. She's a very nice lady.
That's fine.
But at the same time, it's like
I'm not
this
saying
just
she's
looks
mean.
like, what is this? Who is this for?
I don't know.
It's for Liam so far. Pops out on Netflix. I'll probably skip through. Skip through? Okay.
Does that mean like jump through?
Does that mean just like look for...
at a
I mean,
time?
skip through, it's like, look, when you're 13 and you skip through a rated R movie looking for the nudity. It's like, what are you skipping through for, Liam?
I don't want this movie to have nudity. No, because it won't, because it's very safe PG-13.
There we go. It's going to have a drawing of some naked person.
Not enough people are commenting what they think of this movie.
Oh, God, you're all silent. We've dropped down to 8. We've lost people, John.
I don't know, man.
All the boring bits, find the actual gags.
Wendy,
yeah,
where are you?
Speaking of gags, you have to gag me to show me this movie.
That's actually what I really like. So you know how trailers are kind of supposed to show off like some of the best bits of a comedy to get people to go see it. If that's really the best that has, oh boy.
I think I love the.
I also didn't find many of the. It was really hard for me to actually pick out what's supposed to actually be the part where you laugh.
Well, Thunder Force has some great comments here. There was one where it's like, I think one of the comments was, "I'm really glad the trailer didn't ruin all the funny parts." I really hope that there's funny parts in this movie.
You don't know that technically.
Well, yeah, it's obviously it's like a cut at it. It's actually JoeBlow.com that had the best comments about this trailer. Let me see if
Where's my beer?
Yeah, throw that baby back, John. You're gonna need that. Where is Thunderstruck? Here we go. Thunder Force.
Oh yeah, Thunder Force.
It just reminds me of Thunderpants. It just makes you think of that movie.
I was about to say that was another film that should have been better than it was. Well, no, that just was a movie that should have been better than it was. This movie looks like it's gonna be as good as it looks.
Oh, everyone hates it. I hope this film is funny because the trailer is not.
That's not good, because literally that's most of the complaints about comedies is that they use their best bits.
My wife will like it.
It doesn't sound like whoever said that will like it, so it's not saying anything.
No, we didn't look at the trailer for Coming to America 2 because everyone should just go watch that movie.
I finally watched the first one recently.
Oh, it's great. It's classic.
It was way better than I thought because I forgot what good Eddie Murphy was.
Oh yeah, Eddie Murphy's great.
Late career Eddie Murphy is hard.
Current Eddie Murphy is better than it was, but like, I mean, Eddie Murphy now is making a revival of himself, but like from like the mid 90s up until now.
And I watched it going, I forgot that he was like pretty good.
All right, let's move on. All right, so Thunder Force, skip or watch, John?
It's one of those films you and I would watch and drink to, like we've done with a few other films in the past.
Well, it sounds like we're gonna have to watch it for this show. Do you guys want us to watch Thunder Force?
Just so we can hate on it, or fuck it. If it's actually great, then I'll eat my words. But
yes.
For BG, Thunder Force is okay for BG.
Background, like put on the background.
Oh, that's the thing is between that. Yeah, that's probably where like if this came out to theaters, I could see it bombing really hard. But as far as a film that's easily accessible on Netflix, I can see a ton of people just kind of casually putting it on, but not really thinking about it.
I can imagine like the the teens that are, or like the preteens that are alive today, when they're in college, they're gonna go, "Oh, I remember watching Thunder Force. That movie was like, it's my childhood." Fuck.
So Thunder Force is gonna be their Space Jam.
No, Space Jam New Legacy is gonna
Damn
be
it!
their
Why
Space
isn't
Jam.
there a Space Jam 2 trailer, man?
I don't. Well, they just gave the first look. Anyway, let's move on to the next trailer, huh? Let's get. Here we go. We got a video game trailer right here.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Willens, game director on Hood, Outlaws and Legends. Over the coming months, I'm here to give you an insight into our multiplayer medieval heist game. In Hood, you'll be part of a team of 4 players, competing against an opposing team to steal the state's riches from heavily guarded strongholds. Today, we're going to look at one of the playable classes, the Ranger. This is our twist on the most well-known figure of folk legend, Robin Hood. The Ranger specializes in taking down foes from a distance, preferably before they even know he's there. Mastering the longbow is vital when providing cover for your team or when pulling off game-winning headshots at critical moments. The bow can be used to shoot down climbing ropes from afar, letting you or an ally scale the walls and avoid more heavily guarded main entrances. The Ranger's special trait is Scout.
Guard, here.
This allows him to tag targets for a prolonged duration.
Sheriff, here.
Defensively, the Ranger uses an evade to avoid taking damage from incoming attacks, rather than a block. With your unique gear item, you can flash enemies to make a fast escape, or use the opportunity to rack up another kill while they are temporarily dazed. While the Ranger excels in infiltration and stealthy tactics, sometimes going loud is the only option. Farsight is the Ranger's ultimate ability, letting you fire an incendiary arrow that can stick to enemies and explode to deal damage in a wide area. On top of all of this, you'll unlock perks for your outlaws that can be equipped to change up your playstyle. These can have a huge impact on gameplay, but we'll dive into these another time. Thanks for tuning in to the Hunter's Outlaw Overview. We'll see you next time.
So that was Hood, kind of a Robin Hood type game. Looks neat.
I would say it kind of makes me think of an Assassin's Creed, but instead of, the hidden blade on your wrist, so it's all about close encounters, this looks like it's all about your bow.
It does look a little generic, Soapbox 007. I'm not going to say you're wrong there, but at the same time, it might play very well. It's hard to know until you're behind the controller or the keyboard.
I mean, the only thing I can say is I don't think there's many games that have a very strong primary bow and arrow focus. And, I say not many, not meaning none. Because I can see people saying, oh, what about this?
Yeah, what about, Tomb Raider?
Yeah, that was the first game that came to mind, too. But even so, this looks like it's very, if you really like using a bow and arrow, this looks like a game for you.
Certainly does.
Most of the time, a bow and arrow is like a secondary weapon.
Well, I mean, there's a bow and arrow in Shadow of Mordor, right?
Yeah.
Forest is all about the bow. Android Replica brings up the forest.
I don't know that game.
Android Replica has tried to get me to play the forest a couple times, but I haven't actually downloaded it yet. But apparently, it's good. It's
okay.
It's good. Cool. Let's move on to the next trailer, shall we?
Sure.
Here we go. Here's a fun one that I don't think you've seen, John. I don't think you expected this to come here. So enjoy this trailer for the movie Claw.
live in a ghost town. I hear all kinds of damn strange noises out here at night.
No, really, what was that? Did someone live out there?
Jurassic Park.
There we go. Yeah, so there we go.
Boo.
Boo, Claw. Why wasn't it an actual puppet? Why wasn't it a guy in a costume?
This is what happens when you don't screen your movie
Hey,
trailers.
it's good. You get honest reactions out of
It's
the person.
true. Absolutely. Dude, if people are concerned, like, man, you know, I don't want people thinking it looks dumb or fake. Your bad CG monster looks dumb and fake. Get, like you said, put some asshole in a costume and a puppet.
Okay, and a replica has a great rename for this movie. It's Jurassic Trailer Park.
But then they couldn't cleverly call it Claw.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Andy Na says it's shittier. It's like a shittier Roger Corman movie. Well, didn't Roger Corman do Carnosaur? Is that Roger Corman?
Hey, you know what? That movie had practical dinosaurs.
It did.
So I will always give any shitty film a little credit if it at least has some kind of practical monster over this cheap CG crap.
Yeah, you could literally have a paper dinosaur that you control with sticks. And if that was attacking people and murdering people, I'd watch that movie more than the CG one.
I would, because it would be so fun and funny to see people like doing that and reacting.
Oh yeah, really fun, really great, and just a good time. So that, I don't know if I'll watch that one. I've watched a lot of shit dinosaur movies in my time, like Planet Raptor. And
did you see Velocipaster?
I saw Velocipaster's great. I really like Velocipaster.
Just what a lazy name, man.
It's not, oh, you watch the fucking movie before you judge it, asshole. How is it lazy?
I don't know.
It's about a pastor. It's about a pastor
No, not for that. No, for this. For
Claw.
Claw.
Oh, for Claw? Yeah, Claw's a shitty...
Velocipaster is 10 out of 10 for title.
Like, what's wrong with you?
No. Velocipaster is already, by default, at least a 6 out of 10.
Oh, Velocipaster's great.
Having even seen it.
If you guys haven't seen Velocipaster, go watch Velocipaster.
Tammy and the T-Rex. This is another one I need
Tammy
to
and the T-Rex
watch.
is one you have to watch, John, because Tammy and the T-Rex. Make sure you watch the rated R version.
I've heard that's just loopy.
The rated R version is crazy and bloody and gory and ridiculous. It's the version to watch, man. I considered getting it on Blu-ray because it's so.
How much longer is it than the not rated
R
version?
It's like 30 minutes longer.
What the fuck?
They cut a lot of stuff out.
What a director's cut, man.
It's a bonkers movie, and it was kind of. I mean, I thought it was unwatchable when it was cut, but it was yeah, it's Denise Richards and Paul Walker when they're really young, and they're in this crazy movie where Paul Walker gets turned into a T-Rex. It's great. I highly recommend it. I might go watch it later tonight.
Okay, wait, hold on. I just gotta double check because this is an amazing fucking DVD cover. If this is the right film.
Tammy and the T-Rex? It's a woman and a T-Rex? I can't see it because I see a sandwich. That's it. That's the one. That's Tammy and the T-Rex, John. That's it.
So is that the rated R version?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's the front cover is really bloody. So wait, what kind of film is the PG-13 version?
It's just neutered. It just has none of the gore, and I think it's missing a scene, but
God, this looks like so much fucking fun.
It's really fun. It's silly. It's a very silly, gory movie.
Oh my God, that's right. It's Denise Richards and Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Oh
man, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Oh man.
All right, let's move on to the next trailer. So here's the next trailer, guys. Enjoy. All right. Oh, there we go. So that's the Hot Wheels game that wasn't actually using real footage. Hooray! Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it won't. I would certainly like a new Hot Wheels game.
As our friend Dylan would say, what's the point?
What's the point
when it's a CG trailer?
Exactly.
It's like, woo.
Yep. So I'm gonna run the next trailer. I'm gonna run to the next trailer, and I'm gonna use try to use the restroom at the same time. So enjoy.
All right.
Shit. How is this working? Alright. Alright, there we go. I'm back. Oh, good.
Not really.
So, Sifu. Wait, there was no audio? Sifu. There should have been audio on Sifu.
Was there audio for the trailer soapbox?
I just to bring up, I was gonna bring up the Elden Ring leak, but there's not a lot to show, and you guys can look that up on your own. It's just so little. So you had no audio there?
Oh no.
Oh no, shit. Let's play.
Did everyone else have no audio?
We play Sifu again. Maybe John, before he unmuted us, John was saying that maybe the whole knockdown mechanic in this game is whenever you get knocked down, you age, and so you get more and more advanced, and then eventually you'll die because you run out of aging.
Yeah, it's like a live system. You're
Yes.
like, oh god, I'm old and I haven't beaten the game.
I've only died 5 times. What the fuck?
Ultimate roguelike.
Ultimate work. Oh, that wouldn't be bad. I would not be upset with that.
It's like it's the reverse. You get to continue where you left off, but you aged a bit.
Yep. That's why you don't sleep through certain parts of your life, John.
You wake up and your beard has gotten a little bigger, and you go, "What happened?"
What happened? All right, we got one more trailer.
Only one.
Yep, and here we go.
There are some places in the universe.
I've got movement. I've got movement! I've got movement!
You don't fight alone.
All right, so Aliens Fire Team.
Hey, look, Aliens Colonial Marines got better.
Yeah, and got more streamlined. And, yeah, we're never going to have a game like Aliens Colonial Marines. But this looks cool. I can play this.
This actually looks like a lot of fun. I think as long as the graphics actually measure up to what was shown there, I think it actually looks like a really smooth looking gameplay.
I think so as well.
You said it a second ago off audio. It looks like a good World War Z, but with aliens instead of zombies.
Yes, and I stand by that because it really does remind me of World War Z. The pandemic has given me a chance to play World War Z. Not once it was free on Epic Game Store.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, does that mean that it's crossplay yet? Will they eventually introduce crossplay?
Yeah, what the fuck? They should. That should be a thing that more studios are trying to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this actually, especially considering the history of Aliens games in the past, I think this looks really solid and at the very least a fun, 4-player co-op swarm shooter. Because what better type of game than Aliens to make for that genre? Because that's exactly what they're doing at one point. They're just all hunkered down, shooting the shit out of aliens while they're charging down the hall.
Yeah. Oh, just to make a note. So there was a comment on this trailer where it was some guy said, "Alien isolation. Oh my god. There's one. I'm gonna die. Alien fire team. Oh, this room is easy. There's only 10." So. Yeah, I mean, difference between being a scientist and being a Marine, but
yeah,
I like this game. It's got the look of it. I like the way it looks. I like the idea that it's an Aliens game. I'll play any Aliens game, good or bad. I'll give it a shot. And so this is definitely going to be a pickup for me. I really hope that you and I can play together, John.
The only reason this wouldn't be a pickup for me is if there's no campaign or single player component.
Well, they've already confirmed bots, right?
Did they?
Yeah, in the 25-minute trailer. There's a 25-minute gameplay demo of this, by the way.
Oh, funny enough, I haven't actually watched that.
That you sent that to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's they confirm bots in that.
Oh fuck! Fucking awesome then. Yeah, because World War Z doesn't really have a campaign, but I can play offline with bots just like I can play with Left 4 Dead. And if I can play this offline with bots, optional, then fuck yeah, I'll buy it day one.
Hell yeah. So now let's get into some news, everybody. You guys want some news? News. Hold on. Do it again. News. News. News.
Or Swen.
And now for Swen. You've all been waiting for it. Swen.
What does that mean? Like, what is the definition of news? Like, does it have to do with the word that it's new? Like, that makes sense, because all news is technically new.
New events, right?
Okay.
I think.
Is that what the S is for? New, like the S in events?
It's
New
it stands
story.
for National
Story.
National Education World Scenarios.
It does. Wait, really?
No, I made that up.
But that sounds legitimate. Except the education part.
All right. Let's get the first piece of news out.
All right.
Here we go. Here's the first piece of news. All right, so District 9 sequel. This is according to film. District 9 sequel finally in the works, according to director Neil Blomkamp. Ever since District 9 hit theaters in 2009 and marked the arrival of a promising new director, Neil Blomkamp has entertained the idea of making a sequel, alluding over the years to ideas he had for the project regularly, but not officially. Referred to as District 10, but the timing was never right. and most rumblings about a possible District 10 died down a few years ago. But Blumcraft gave a surprise update on the long-awaited District 9 sequel, revealing that he and writer partner Sharto Copley and Terry Tatchell are in the process of writing the District 10 screenplay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me District 10. I'm here for it. It seems like it's been 11 years, 12 years actually, right? District 9 came out in 2009.
It did come out in 2009. Yeah. So yeah. I have a lot to say on this, so I don't know if you want to say your piece first before I go on my long rant.
You're gonna go on a long rant, and I'm just gonna say I love District 9. Neil Blomkamp has disappointed me as a director. Go ahead, your turn.
Okay. Yeah. I would say, like, yeah, fuck, I love District 9. You know, most people love District 9. And I was so excited at seeing this guy's career. Because I was like, dude, that is, like, the best first film from a director I've, like, ever seen.
Oh, absolutely.
I was so blown away. And I'm like, imagine what and that was with, like, a $30 million budget.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, imagine what he can do with, like, lots of money. And then Elysium came out, and look, it was not great. I don't think it was terrible.
No.
I think it was all right. Interesting concept. I was like, okay. But then it kind of... Chappie then came out, and I was like, look, I know you're South African, but you gotta stop making every film look like it's shot in the same exact location. Like, no matter where the movie is set, they all look like they're using the same, like, backlot or stage. Or they all kind of look like the same movie.
It's like, we get it, you're South African, man.
I mean, and that's fine. That's fine. It's okay to do. And I appreciate your pride. But because these films are sci-fi fantasy, I mean, sci-fi, you know, because, like, Elysium takes place in Los Angeles, but it looks just like District 9. And it's because it's, like, it's a downtrodden Los Angeles. It's, like, gone to the slums. And I was like, well, okay.
Well, all of Earth has gone to shit in Elysium.
But yeah, so Chappie could have been a lot better if it didn't have those music artists in it that were just really cringy to watch.
You mean Die Antwoord?
That's it.
I love Die Antwoord. I don't know if they're good actors, though. They probably aren't.
Have you seen Chappie?
I believe so.
I think you did.
I must have, but I might have to give it a rewatch.
Here's what it comes down to. I think ultimately, Neil Blomkamp is a solid director across all three films. I don't think he's a solid writer across all three films.
Mm-hmm.
The areas that needed work most in both Elysium and Chappie was the writing, and he's one of those directors that is a writer/director, and we've talked about how these days that just doesn't really seem to work so well.
No. You need to have a director who's really good at directing and a writer who's really good at writing, and everyone needs to specialize in what they're doing. You can be a writer and director, but it's a bigger risk.
You need special eyes.
You need my brand, my special eyes, that kind of shit. You just need to be you need to be fantastic to be a great writer director.
But yeah, ultimately, you know, back in the day, even though that's been canceled, when they announced he was directing Alien 5, I feel I was in the minority when I said, "Ooh, I'm not that excited."
Really? I was so excited for him doing Alien 5. Why were you not excited?
Because I after going through his other films, I was like, maybe he's not so great as I thought. And I just had to. It was hard to accept.
I mean, maybe he wouldn't have written
excited for him.
Maybe he would have had a better writer on it, because it's Warner Brothers. They're gonna look at the script and go, okay, you know, this is shit. Have a script fixer do it. So
Sure.
I mean, it's not Warner Bros. It's 20th Century Fox, but now Disney. But it just seems like a bigger project like that. He would have had more eyes on him.
You know, if they just don't, Ryan Johnson it and just let him have full creative control, including the writing.
But that was the problem. They gave Ryan Johnson full creative control.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. As long as they don't do that, or didn't do that with Neil Blomkamp in Alien 5.
No.
Which was like...
I see. Don't. They don't
it's
Ryan Johnson it by giving him
direct
control.
And hire others to handle the other stuff.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no.
Let a director direct a script by someone else.
Have the writer who's good at writing write the script, and the director who's good at directing what's on the page direct. It's such a weird idea, right?
Yeah. But so ultimately, here's my 2 cents worth though on District 10.
Yes.
There was a time way back when that I wanted District 10 because I love District 9. I also recall somewhere he said that there wouldn't be a District 10. The film is supposed to be as it is. It's not meant to be like further resolved. That's just supposed to be it. Even if you feel like it's ambiguous or there's more story to be told, that sounded like that was his intention. So to me, him coming back to this film kind of makes me think of when M. Night Shyamalan made Split or Glass, and it was a secret sequel to Unbreakable, and I'm like, to me this sounds slightly in the desperate era of how do I get people to like me again? Make a sequel to one of my few renowned films, so I have nostalgia backing me up.
No, I agree with you 100%. This seems like a reaching into your. Let me get a 2-shot up here. This seems like reaching into your bag of tricks and figuring, what can I do? Shit, I've run out of. Because I do recall him saying District 9 was supposed to be a standalone thing. There wasn't supposed to be a resolution to that ending.
I will say, like, I don't think Chappie should have been a career ender. No. Because again, I between you and me, I'm always saying, how the fuck is M. Night Shyamalan keep getting work? And then I even though I didn't love Chappie, I sure as fuck still think Neil Blomkamp should have still been given projects to do. I think he should have been hired by more people and not necessarily have to make only original projects he wrote. So I'm not quite sure. I don't know his life. I don't know the backstory. But I feel like even if he didn't write everything or have to create an original IP every time, I think he should have been hired for more projects before having to delve into a district.
We don't know enough information to know anything about why that didn't happen, or if it was going to happen, or maybe something else. Maybe he blacked out. He backed out of it and wanted to do something smaller. Maybe he was getting frustrated with the way movies were being made or the way he was being treated by the industry. All possible things. We have no information. But, he has still been making short films on... I think isn't he behind Dust? The whole...
What's up?
He's been doing short films on YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen some of those, and I'd heard about that. And on paper, I thought that's perfect, because there's one thing he is good at. He does come up with good concepts. It's not always executing them perfectly, but the concepts of each film have been pretty interesting and had something to say.
Yeah, he's definitely an idea man, first and foremost. And
so making a bunch of shorts sounds perfect, because you don't have to have a fully fleshed out 2-hour script. Mm-hmm. You just have a concept that you have to execute visually, and he's well tailored for that.
Oh, absolutely.
Chappie.
Let's move on to the next piece of news.
Pizza news.
Pizza
We're gonna have some
news.
Pizza news.
I got one here for you.
I
got one here for you. It's a small thing, but it's a thing. We got.
Oh, real quick. I want to.
Gore Verbinski. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to answer a quick question for Soapbox.
This
Chappie cost $49 million, and it made $102 million.
So it made its money.
Yes, but objectively, that's still not a ton of money for a movie. And $49 million is a big budget cut from what he got for Elysium. But, as we know with District 9, he's good at working with lower budgets. I think every director should have to learn to work with low budgets first.
I mean, I think a lot of directors do. But
yeah. Probably.
I think everybody should work with lower budgets. I think movies should be as cheap as you can make them.
I think most studios think that too, but some directors wield too much power. And they say, "Give me all that money."
Hell yeah, take it.
Sure, I could feed a town, but I need to make Transformers 5.
Hell yeah. Burr, 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 burr. Hold on, we have a different shot right now. We have the shot of Sand Kings. Gore Verbinski directs George R. R. Martin adaptation for Netflix.
Wait, what? I'm actually serious. There's a new Gore Verbinski movie coming out?
Yep.
I love that guy.
I love Gore Verbinski. Gore Verbinski's great. Let me read the synopsis. A wealthy playboy named Simon Kress, who collects dangerous exotic animals. One day he stumbles across a mysterious establishment called the Woe and Shade, where he purchases a terrarium filled with 4 colonies of creatures called Sand Kings, which grow to fill whatever environment they are kept in. Each colony consists of a large female called the Maw and numerous insect-like mobiles that she controls via telepathy. In addition to finding food for the Maw, the mobiles also construct a sandcastle around her to protect the Maw from invading colonies. Indeed, the 4 colonies, white, black, red, and orange, often engage in coordinated wars with one another, especially once their new owner makes them fight over food by starving them. Simon begins to take bets on the outcomes of the wars, which leaves some of his friends impressed and others disgusted. Eventually, the Sandkins escape Simon's terrarium and begin to take over his house as they hunger, and Simon's desperation intensifies. Where's it shot? Well, I mean, that sounds interesting.
Dude, this sounds fucking perfect.
For Gore Verbinski, yeah.
Yes, because he's kind of like not him himself, but he's really good at like kind of weird movies.
Yeah.
He makes weird things, but he does it really well. Like almost his whole movie catalog, there's a hint of just something off.
Mm-hmm. Sounds weird and interesting is right, Soapbox.
It sounds odd. I think another director that came to mind when reading it or hearing it was oh my god, Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, I mean, Guillermo del Toro could do this. To answer your question, Soapbox, Gore Verbinski has done everything from Mouse Hunt to The Ring to Pirates of the Caribbean and Cure for Wellness.
Rango, the Lone Ranger movie.
Mm-hmm.
Just the first 3 Pirates movies.
Yeah, first 3 ones, the trilogy. And he also was the guy behind the ill-fated and never actually greenlit rated R BioShock movie.
Yeah,
which if he had pitched today would have probably happened.
right? Because I'm like, man, that movie would have a lot of water.
Oh.
And then I thought of the Pirates of the Caribbean films and went, oh, well, that had a lot of fucking water in it too.
Yeah, well, what I don't get is that you have Gore Verbinski trying to make BioShock, and that's no. But then you have someone come up to you and say, hey, let's make Underwater. And that movie was so shit.
Eli Roth, and he says, let's get Borderlands.
Oh,
and
God.
Just terrible casting.
I don't want to get into Borderlands right now. They just cast Tiny Tina, which, I don't really care about, but...
And it's not Kevin Hart.
Yeah, it should have been Kevin Hart. You're right, it is never too late to make a BioShock movie.
But now here's the thing, though. Gore Verbinski is one of those directors I feel like... I could totally be wrong. I feel like he doesn't get as much work as I think he should. Because I think he's wonderful. So I will be seeing this movie.
Oh, for sure.
Like, does it say where?
It's Netflix.
Oh, yeah, fucking perfect.
Yeah.
If there's a way that I can pay money to see it, I will.
Does he have a PayPal account? We can just send him $50.
I would. I love him.
He's great.
So that sounds great. I'm happy about that.
Borderlands is not a guaranteed disaster, but Borderlands is going to be a weird ride, man.
Who's writing it? I forget who's writing.
Craig Mazin, which he doesn't have a good track record on film, but he has a great track record in TV, because he created Chernobyl, and Chernobyl is a great show. But he also wrote.
But what did he do on film?
But he did Snow White and the Huntsman, and I think Hangover 2, and so it's like, but I mean, you could come back from that, So I'm not gonna completely damn him. Plus, I like his podcast, so I don't know.
And that's actually fine. I'm really, I'm still the most. The casting is bizarre, and I still go, who the fuck thinks of Eli Roth to make the board?
I don't know.
You know the guy who made Hostel and Green Inferno and the cock with the balls in its house?
I don't know what you watched. The cock with the balls.
Wait.
The cock with the balls in its house?
Was that the porn parody?
Oh, God, that'd be great. Speaking of Rule 34.
Oh my God! I was about to say, like, in my mind, I thought I pretended that Jack Black was cast in Borderlands, and then I remembered he actually was.
He's Claptrap, man.
And don't get me wrong, I actually do really love Jack Black. I just don't think his style of persona and humor at all matches that of Claptrap. But
if you see me fading in and out of focus, I have no idea what's going on with my camera.
I think that means that you should drink. Anytime you see that, you have to drink.
I've already drinking all my beer.
Well, I'm telling our
yes,
audience.
Every time I go out of focus, you drink.
He's just gonna do it on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know. It's autofocus. It's the first episode. And I don't know why it's doing it tonight, but it is.
Always something.
Anyway, last piece of news here, if I can get it up here, is Nintendo announcing 4K capable Switch model with bigger screen this year.
Now, was that official? I thought that was like a rumor.
This is on Game Informer report.
Oh, okay. I think I read so much about like people posting about it. I don't think I realized that it was officially announced.
Yeah. For years we've been getting. Oh, sorry.
No. Go on.
For years we've been getting reports of the Nintendo Switch Pro model that would add extra power and other features meant to appeal to core gamers. While reports of a new Switch model in 2019 ended up pointing towards the handheld Switch Lite, the rumors have continued to swirl around regarding a potential more powerful Switch console. as recently as late last August, reports continued surfacing about the 4K capable Switch set to launch in 2021. Today, Bloomberg reports more details on the heavily rumored model that we've seen. This is so far heavily rumors. But reportedly, yeah, I guess we're going to have to take it as is. Well, apparently it's going to have an OLED screen. It's going to have a 7-inch screen, OLED screen, and be 4K capable. Whether, okay, true or not. Pop quiz, hotshot. Do you care? Is anyone owning a Switch right now would want to upgrade to a 4K or an OLED Switch?
I mean, this is a PS4 Pro, Xbox One X version for the Switch.
Yeah, but I mean, are Switch games? Is the Switch making a lot of noise or chittering or chugging to the Switch games?
Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's completely optional, Carl. I mean,
I don't see the reason for the upgrade. I mean, why would
yeah.
That's true. I mean, the only thing that makes sense to me is an OLED screen. So if you really want that extra OLED screen, then go for it. But because that's what people wanted with the PS Vitas when those were out. They had the OLED screens, but that was the first model, and that was too expensive, and they down-resed to a LED screen.
I mean, there's a bunch of people out there that just love 4K. They just have to have 4K, and that's who that's for.
I guess so. I don't know if it's worth the investment to do it though. I think the Switch is great the way it is, and
it is. But I mean, technically, I have no problem with this because this doesn't take away from that.
No, as long as it's not like this is for the Switch Pro and this is not going to be playable on the Switch. That's where I find bullshit.
No, I like I said, it's likely going to be like how they did with PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. There were no games that were made exclusive to the upgraded versions. So I expect it'll be the same with the Switch.
What? Let's look at the chat. We have Soapbox 007 says, "Yeah, nah." Apart from Breath of the Wild in 4K.
In 4K.
I play Breath of the Wild in 4K. Yeah, that'd be cool. I have a 4K TV.
Carl's blurry. Drink.
Am I?
Well, you were.
Oh, okay. And then Andy said, "Might bite if it does 1080 60 FPS on all games." Yeah, I can understand that.
I mean, doesn't it already do 1080 when it's docked?
Well, 60 frames FPS on all games.
Well, there's some games that are 60 FPS.
But he wants it on all games, John. All games.
Fine. We'll just have some games not change at all. But yeah, I mean, just like with PS4 and Xbox One, I won't be buying this mid-generation system.
No.
I like it as it is.
Yep. I agree with you 100%.
But I'm also on the side of you. Unlike the PS4 and Xbox One, when those new versions were announced, I don't need the Switch's games to be like, I don't follow the Switch the way I follow those other systems. I'm not looking for each game to be like, whoa, look at how much better this looks than the other game. I just have to like how it looks. It doesn't have to be the next level game changer. I kind of like their limitation because it makes them have to think artistically with how to make this game look good without having it have like the horsepower, because obviously the Switch is not able to keep up with its competition in that department right now. But think of how beautiful games like fucking Zelda Breath of the Wild is, or Luigi's Mansion 3, or Mario Odyssey, etc., etc.
Yeah, they look great. Mario Odyssey looks great, and even Mario Galaxy with the new upgrades, it looks great. Mario 64 looks weird, but that's, what are you gonna do? And then Mario Sunshine looks a little weird too. But I have been playing those, so fun times.
Yay!
And I'm sure the new Mario looks great. The Mario 3D Land.
Change your games. Change your mom's games. What does that mean?
I'm not getting that soapbox. What's up?
We're not continuing until you explain.
Explain yourself.
Actually, I'm just very curious. Liam.
Liam, you must explain yourself, Liam.
Change your games.
Change your mom's games.
I don't understand what he means by that. By the way, 4 years later, I finally got the Master Sword in Breath of the Wild, Carl.
Good for you. Oh. It's supposed to be bratty and sassy, but wine is one hell of a drug. Well, salute for drinking wine.
But I still don't understand what that means.
He's being sassy.
But what? I'll just have to leave it, and I'll ask Allison tomorrow.
There we go.
All right. Well, all right, so that was the Switch. Do we have any more news?
That's all the news, man. That's all the news.
That's all, folks.
Oh, big shout out to G Stricko. He completed his platinum trophy on Bloodborne. Well, good for you, G Stricko.
Who is G Stricko? Do we know G Stricko?
Well, G Stricko is a fan and a friend of the channel.
Well, that must mean G Stricko knows Soapbox, and I know who Soapbox is, and there aren't many people that I expect Soapbox on here would generally know. Soapbox, who is G Stricko?
Don't tell him. Keep it not anonymity.
Damn it, or message me, damn it.
All right, here.
But, on that note, congrats, G Stricko, on platinuming Bloodborne. That couldn't have been fun.
Mazel tov. You platinumed Bloodborne, and for that we salute you.
Oh, yes, you do, mate. Also, technically, it's quality, not quantity, that matters.
Yes.
Especially as you get older.
Well, shall we get into the final act of this evening?
Boom.
Here we go. Here is the trailer for Justice League, the Zack Snyder cut. Enjoy.
The bell's been rung. Out in the dark, among the stars, the god is dead.
I had a dream. Almost like a premonition. I think there's an attack coming.
My lord, this world will fall.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
the age of heroes who never come again.
It will. It has to.
We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right, Batman?
Well, John, you'll be pleased to know that's on HBO Max, along with Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn's also on HBO Max.
What, you mean the movie?
The show.
Oh, the
Harley Quinn show.
Oh, you're saying this movie.
Yes.
Beyond. Yes. Yeah.
John and I were talking about how John hasn't seen the second season of Harley Quinn, so.
Yeah, the Harley Quinn show was way better than the Harley Quinn movie.
How dare you, John? Just kidding. I agree with you.
I know you agree with me. There's no way you were gonna pull that bullshit.
Dylan's here. Welcome to. We live in a society. We do.
Society. We live in a society. Well, there we go. The trailer for the 4-hour and 2-minute Snyder Cut Justice League.
You're fucking kidding me. It's 4 hours?
I'm not kidding you. Did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, good thing I have this.
Now.
And this.
I will say.
And this.
That may be excessive, but at least it sounds more deserving of what the first just.
Get in focus. Make me look like a fool. For that.
4 hours sounds more deserving of what the first Justice League movie should have been than 2 hours no longer. Which was weird because every other DC film is like 2.5+ hours long.
It's driving me crazy.
Then your Justice League film.
John,
is
keep
the
talking.
shortest
I'm
movie.
gonna switch the. I'm gonna mess with my camera real quick.
Sure.
Keep talking, damn it.
No, I'm done. Everyone wants to know what you're doing. Carl's going crazy over here, guys. I can't stop him. He's gonna shave for us on screen. Would you like to see Carl shave? I wouldn't. I like his beard. But yeah. 4 hours and 2 minutes.
I'm back.
Back again. Carl's back.
What am I holding? I'm holding nothing.
A sack of potatoes. That's
it's definitely not a sack of potatoes. Look at the sack of potatoes right here.
I'll give you a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, this is definitely nothing. This is what's going to help me get through Justice League's 4 hours.
I'm sure there'll be all kinds of flashing lights going on.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Well, speaking of my nothing, this is a completely. It is legal now, but we have some people in New Zealand. I don't know if it's legal in New Zealand. Not that that matters. It's a show in California.
But so.
Well,
Carl,
soapbox 007. If you light up while watching our show, it's legal. No matter where you are in the world.
Yep. Carl, I gotta ask, like, what are your thoughts on this Snyder cut coming out from what you know about it versus the theatrical cut?
All I'm gonna say is the theatrical cut. If Zack Snyder was the director who was hired to do it, and then he had to drop off, then the script wasn't the movie. The script was a Zack Snyder script, and the movie wasn't the way it was supposed to be, which is obvious. I say it out loud. I think the soon to be canceled Joss Whedon, unfortunately. I don't think anyone should be canceled anymore, but unless of course you're Harvey Weinstein level. Terror. I think he's the only one that should be canceled, but everyone else you should be able to seek redemption. But I don't think Joss Whedon did a great job. So the Zack Snyder movie. I have words. I think it's gonna be better. But I just don't know how much better you can make it, because if you want to have something as good as Avengers, you have to set everything up, and you have to have everything be unified, and Justice League never had that, so it's fucked. It's fucked from the start, no matter who does it. So
that's.
I'm just hoping I hope it's entertaining. I hope there's no stupid Martha bullshit in it. I hope there's no stupid shit happening for no reason, or stuff just happening. I hope everything's motivated, and I hope the story's interesting, and I hope the fights are impactful. That's my biggest problem with a lot of these superhero movies, is that I don't care when the fights happen, because I know the heroes aren't going to die. So,
Carl, here's a few things that I can already tell you that are or aren't happening in this film.
Okay.
Versus the theatrical version.
I know nothing about this. I've purposely blocked myself out of knowing anything from the Zack Snyder.
So, would you like to hear it?
Sure, go ahead.
So the first thing, and frankly most important in my opinion,
Superman's in it? Just kidding. I know.
I mean, he is in it. There's no CGI lip Superman.
Oh, does he have the mustache?
Yes, because almost all of the theatrical cut was with Clark Kent or Superman was reshot with the Joss Whedon version, and that was the infamous mustache fiasco. And
oh, so this version is gonna have the footage they shot for the movie where he doesn't have a mustache.
Yes.
Oh, that's
most of the film.
God, this makes me hate the original version even more.
Oh yeah, like that's my point. Is like, look, I am not about to say that this is about to be like an Avengers level film at all. Not at all. However, I do strongly believe it will be much better than what we got. And here's more reasons for that. Another being, what is it? I just had it.
Liam, you're right. It can't be more dull than the theatrical cut. Yeah, theatrical cut made me want to gouge my. Maybe want to take a nap.
So there's no random family of Russians living out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, good.
To sell the fact that someone's in trouble. Because I thought that was just so stupid. I'm like, what? It's like, this seems so random. There's just this random family out here, and it's like, oh no, we have to have someone to save. And it's this little town family.
Don't remember the movie that well, so maybe I should watch
You probably watched it once.
I watched it, and I think I was on my phone half the time. Oh man, I love Batman's my favorite superhero. I have a Batman tattoo right here. He's my absolute favorite superhero, right there. Yep. And this is it looks terrible because it's actually based off of a hand cut out bat symbol that my mother did for me for my 5th birthday.
Aww.
And I took it off the VHS tape and I gave it to the tattoo guy and said, "Hey, can you do this? Can you recreate this?" And he did. So, but Batman is my favorite superhero, and for me not to care at all about a Batman movie is very, very rare and very unexpected. So,
well, so here that's another part, because again, I think a lot of what made Justice League bad was, for all of its faults, I thought Batman was pretty cool in BVS. Ben Affleck's Batman I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, Batman's fine in that movie. That movie's got other issues.
Yes, but we're just solely
Yeah.
referring to Batman.
Mhm.
And then Justice League's Batman was shit. A lot of that was Joss Whedon's tooling of Batman to make the film more like the Avengers. So here's Ben Affleck's Batman saying a bunch of really bad non-in-character jokes. Like when he fucking throws Superman, he throws him and he goes, "Oh, yep, something's definitely bleeding." And it's like, it's meant to be funny.
Wait. So you telling me all that stupid shit that with the fight at the end of that movie is going to be gone?
Yes.
Oh, 10 out of 10. This is going to be amazing.
I'm saying some of the worst shit that was in that film was the new version. Like, here's the thing. Like, I would say more than 60% more, I can't say for certain, of that film is going to be a different film as it is. Just from the 2 hours of the theatrical cut is going to mostly be a completely new film, including an extra 2 hours of footage that was never seen.
That's so. Wait, did they shoot stuff? Did Zack Snyder shoot more stuff for this?
He shot a little more stuff, but not enough to fill 2 hours. It's just so much was cut because when they made the original Justice League, the producers mandated it had to be no longer than 2 hours long.
Okay. Now I'm excited about this movie because if it's gonna be
you should have talked to me about the
No, this is great because you've gotten my outlook to change on camera, John. This is what the show's all about. So I am excited now.
More things.
More things. Keep talking.
Steppenwolf properly dies. There is no, the bug people sense fear and they sensed his fear, and none of the Justice League actually beat him. They started attacking him because he was afraid, and they pushed him into a portal and he left. And it's like, boy golly, we got the bad guy. No, someone fucking kills him. He fucking dies.
Good. Now, does Steppenwolf in this version, does he make Steppenwolf jokes? Because his name is Steppenwolf, and there's a band named Steppenwolf, and there's no songs from Steppenwolf in the Justice League movie. I was very disappointed by that. Because I kept saying, I think I actually saw Justice League in theaters, actually. Did I? I must
Probably.
have. I must have. Because I give every one of those movies a chance. It must have been an empty theater though. I think it was like an empty theater.
Yeah.
But I was humming "Born to Be Wild," bam, 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 bam. So.
And now, again, it's probably been a while. If you saw, Steppenwolf looks a lot better than the theatrical version of him.
Okay, I'm gonna rewatch the theatrical version.
I know.
Is that on HBO Max? Is that something I
probably?
Okay.
There's a good chance it is. If
I'm not gonna guarantee you that I'll finish it. I'll start watching it.
Just look online. You can see comparisons of here's Steppenwolf and theatrical versus Snyder version, and it's like, oh. And again, objectively, I'm not saying Justice League is going to be a 10 out of 10 movie. I'm just saying it's going to be leagues better than the theatrical cut. Oh, yeah. So while we're on the topic of... So there's 2 hours of extra footage, right? Mm-hmm. You have to ask, what on earth is going to happen in that extra 2 hours of movie?
Yeah, that's like a whole... Movie. That's at least a whole other movie.
That's a whole other movie. I have never heard of a director's cut being 100% longer. Sounds
Dylan
crazy.
says, my favorite moment in the Justice League was when the Flash had that giant pizza, and I wanted it too.
That's probably still in the movie.
He better have two giant pizzas.
Okay, so do you remember the opening? The very opening of the film, it's like these kids have a camera and they're filming Superman, and they're like, "Hey, Superman, what's your favorite thing about Earth?" Or I don't know if you remember this, Carl.
Okay.
Anyway,
Go ahead. Just say it. And I'm just gonna say this soapbox. Watchmen, the 4-hour version of Watchmen is worth every minute.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, Zack Snyder's director's cuts are always better than his theatrical cuts.
Absolutely.
And it's just because it literally fills in. It is filled with stuff that you need.
Mm-hmm.
And so that brings you... Anyway, what I was saying about the Superman shot at the very beginning of the film is gone.
Superman, what's your favorite part about Earth?
It's just a weird scene that was tacked on by Joss Whedon because he's like, oh, I'm going to try and humanize Superman. But the film opens with a weird, awkward lip because of the CG. Anyway... So, you know how, Carl, you were saying how the fuck do you have a Justice League film when, like, almost none of the other characters are, like, established, right?
Yeah, I said that.
That's where the other fucking 2 hours of movie comes in. Because originally the film was supposed to feature way more Cyborg and Flash and Aquaman. That's what these 2 hours of movie is more characterization for them.
Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm going to roll the biggest joint for this. And I'm just going to go superheroes. And whatever, unplug my brain. Because I don't expect there to be any, like... Yeah, you know. Yep. But, so Soapbox brings up a funny thing. When I first saw the film, I thought Superman was some sort of imposter and kept waiting for the fucked up face to be a plot point. That's great. That would have been great. And a better director would have seen that as an opportunity.
Yep.
It's like, that's not Superman, that's Bizarro.
I mean, if it adds anything, this film, I think it's in the trailer that we saw. We're getting black suit Superman.
We are. It would be fun if they had just made Superman, like, he comes back just like normal, but his only difference is that he has the mustache. It's like, Superman, you're alive. Oh, what's that? What's that on your face? What, you don't like my mustache?
Well, my facial hair, since I wasn't technically all the way dead, my facial hair kept growing while I was in my comatose state.
In Krypton, we only have mustaches.
I mean, why Wait, wasn't his dad in Man of Steel with a full beard? Shh.
Shh. What? You say something? No, Superman, no.
Oh, that was it. We also get a genuine appearance in both flashbacks and like in a modern setting. It's like meant to be a tease of Darkseid.
Oh,
that was
good.
completely cut in the theatrical. So, unfortunately, no matter how this film turns out, the sequel is never going to come out.
Justice League 2?
The story that this movie was setting up is not happening.
I don't know what's happening with DC. I don't know where they're going. So it's a wild mess of a ride. But you know what? Batman's inside that big ball of puke and vomit. And I'm going to go hang out with Batman.
Hey, mate, maybe if they're going to release the Snyder Cut, maybe they'll finally release the Ayer Cut of Suicide Squad. But
oh, God, wouldn't that be great? I'd love that. Like the way Suicide Squad was originally meant to be.
Yeah. I mean, that's a little bit tampered with the fact that we're getting a James Gunn Suicide Squad that's fully rated R.
But it's not going to be the same.
It might be better.
Well, it might be. It's going to be different because James Gunn is a little more, it's more cartoony and zany, whereas David Ayer was going to make something that's, oh man, I don't know what that was going to be. That was going to be crazy.
Yeah, that's a big fucking dissection of a film right there.
Speaking of movies that we never that were promised but never actually came to fruition, you know the first director. This is completely random. We'll go back to Justice League in a second. But the first director who was hired to do the Wolverine. You know who it was?
Wait, like which Wolverine?
The one where he's in Japan.
Oh, okay, yep. Sorry, you're right. That is the only one that is actually called the Wolverine.
The first director that was hired to do that was Darren Aronofsky.
Okay.
Just imagine his movie.
Wow. The thing is, I don't know if the studios would have gone with it, though.
No, they wouldn't have. And even in an interview, Aronofsky's like, they don't know what they said yes to. But I think it's going to be interesting.
That's the thing is, unfortunately, he's not. He's the director you hire for a one-off film, not something tied to a franchise. You have to give him his own like spin-off. He should have made the New Mutants movie.
Yeah, and he should really go up with his pitch for Batman Year One, because he really wanted to make Batman Year One for a long time, and that'd be a fun one-off movie.
That's the problem. None of the studios want their one-off movie.
Well, okay. I mean, the problem. The thing was, he wanted it to do rated R. He wanted it to be rated R, and this was.
Well, okay,
this was a decade ago. This is before Batman Begins. So
now with movies like The Joker and The Batman, with
is The Batman going to be rated R?
I don't know yet. But the point is, those are not connected to anything.
No.
Those are their own films. Those are like DC. DC has technically this artistic side projects that they have a great untapped potential for. It's like, fine, whatever, make your Wonder Womans and Aquaman movies over here, whatever, and have a whole other side where here's your artistic products that don't have to mean anything to the other movies that we're making over here. Because again, look at how well the Joker did for a fucking rated R.
First rated R movie to make $1 billion.
That's crazy. And again, it shouldn't even be called the Joker. 90% of the film doesn't feature the character of the Joker.
No. Taxi Driver Jr. is what it should have been called.
Yes. I mean, I will not deny the somewhat shameless remake it is of two other films combined into one.
It's not so much a remake; it's a tribute to Taxi Driver. And
I get it. There's almost all I can say is there's almost too much similarity or too much influence.
Baby's first Scorsese movie, says Andy. Wait, John, did you watch Taxi Driver?
Yeah.
For some reason, I remember you putting it on and then saying it was really depressing.
Yeah, I did.
And then
it was.
I thought you must have turned it off and put on something else for the time.
No, I finished my movies. Nope, I watched.
Yeah, Taxi Driver. Everyone says it's great. I think it's a well-made film.
I didn't say
I
it was
can
a bad
never
film.
walk away.
I said it was depressing.
I can never walk away from it saying I had a good time, or
Yeah.
I think it was
I think you're not supposed to.
I think
of films like
it's
that.
really just mega downer. But I haven't seen King of Comedy or Mean Streets, Andy, but After Hours was pretty good.
Yeah, that's when I get around to it, I'm interested in watching King of Comedy as well. But that's the thing is, after I watched Taxi Driver, it made me like the Joker just a little less because I saw too much influence.
Yeah,
like I being inspired is different than when you say to yourself, "This now this feels almost like the same plot as that movie."
I mean, kind of, not really. I mean,
not 100%, but a good enough of it. That's why people say, "Oh yeah, it has its influences from King of Comedy and Taxi Driver." And I've read the summary of King of Comedy, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, you literally combine those and you get basically the Joker in one film." It's not me saying I don't like the Joker movie. But you know, at the time when I saw it, I only saw it for it, not other films. Because I saw Taxi Driver after.
I've got wild heartburn right now, so. Uh-oh, wild heartburn appeared. Oh, man. All right, so I'm looking forward to Justice League. John's looking forward to Justice League.
What do you guys think?
Anything else? You guys want to bring up anything about Justice League before we wrap this up?
Come on, guys.
Say something, damn it! I'm giving up on you.
Yeah, Carl, I would say I kind of like that you only just learned some of the stuff right before it comes out about Justice League, because now you know how I genuinely felt when I read these when they came out at the time.
I'm excited now. I'm like, okay, this is... Now, I was wondering why they're like, okay, this is a Zack Snyder cut. This seems like a cheap grab. But okay, if it's a 4-hour movie with a little more shot and a bunch of footage that had never seen the light of day, this is going to be worth the time for me sitting down and watching it.
The animated film was better.
Which one?
The animated film of what?
Of
I'm going to assume
there's a couple. I think there's a couple Justice League ones.
Yes. Oh yeah, but I don't think there is any singular Justice League movie, if I'm not mistaken. Andy kind of brings up an interesting point. He said, "Love that the fact that the Snyder cut exists, because again, you know, there was the Ayer cut, and that hasn't seen the light of day. It seems weird, you know, like 3 years later, a studio would actually like greenlight this and allow it to come out, because Warner Brothers could have just said, we don't fucking care.
We don't. But I mean,
so I don't know if there was.
You have a. I'm sorry to cut you off. You have a pandemic, and you have a chance. You have a deal with HBO, and you have a chance to bring something that no one else will ever see unless you have HBO.
Mm-hmm.
So makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh man, I am gonna die of heartburn, but Justice League was 2014.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't? No. Justice League War 2014. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
No, I meant what you thought I meant. I was wrong.
Oh, sorry. It does say War. I heard what you said, then I read the comment, so I thought you was saying one thing. Sorry. I have to check that out. I'm a big fan of most animated Justice League content, but I haven't seen all of it for sure, and I have not seen that, so I'd like to watch that.
If you haven't seen the animated Wonder Woman movie, do yourself a favor and watch the animated Wonder Woman movie. It's fantastic.
On that note, that's the thing that is so weird to me. Because, so, you know how when they made, like, the Marvel films and the Avengers films, they relatively didn't have, specifically Avengers, it was mostly just the comic books that they had to go off of, right?
Yes.
Whereas, like, literally, there was a really fucking amazing, popular Justice League 90s animated Fox TV show called The Justice League.
I watched it.
Everyone loved. Why the fuck is DC having such a hard time bringing that to screen? They have literal animated blueprints.
The answer is I don't know, John. I don't know. It's so easy. They have Batman, they have Superman, they have Wonder Woman, they have all these DC characters that are so much cooler, in my opinion, than Marvel, but that's just my opinion.
Well, that's the thing. Marvel should have had like an uphill battle.
Yeah.
But given, like, you know, where they were position-wise.
Well, I was talking this with my wife this morning while we were having coffee, and and she asked, why is DC having such a hard time when Marvel makes it look so easy? And I said, because Marvel has Kevin Feige, and everything, all of this is planned out. It's all been planned out, man. everyone else is just winging it.
It says something to have your series planned out before you start Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. Way to fuck up Star Wars, Catherine Kennedy. Catherine Kennedy. Was it Kathleen Kennedy? Kathleen Kennedy. And everyone else.
Kathleen.
Kathleen Kennedy.
I mean, I don't hold her solely responsible. I hold them all responsible.
Yeah, I mean, but she's definitely has some responsibility.
Of course, she's the main producer.
They should have said, "Hey, here's the outline for all 3 movies." I'm gonna get into the Star Wars
Somebody should have been like,
they should have said, "Here, Lawrence Kasdan, write a trilogy for us." He's like, "Okay," and he's write a trilogy, and then have each director take the trilogy and adapt it. Don't give every director free reign for what they want to do with the story. That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
Whether you like it or not, either way, you don't give the middle film to the most radical person writing-wise to go, I'm going to steer this completely the other way. Intentionally. Not even because it makes sense. It's just, it was for the purpose of suspension of not being what you expect. It was like, well, if one thing is blue, I'm going to make it red. Does that work with the story? I don't care if it works with the story. I'm just doing it because it's not red. And that's how it went, in my opinion. That worked for a lot of people, and it had the opposite effect for the other half.
Well, yeah, the really frustrating thing about the Star Wars movies is that they're really fun to watch the first time in theaters. And then
yes,
it was like, oh, it's great.
And I was like, yay!
And then you watch, and you start analyzing it afterward, and you're like, wait a minute, that wasn't as fun as I thought it was. What the fuck? That didn't make any sense.
I know we were supposed to be talking about Justice League, but I don't mind this steer into a Star Wars rant.
Oh, and he's bringing up Nerd Crew. John, did you watch Nerd Crew?
No.
The Red Letter Media video podcast where they make fun of nerds.
I should watch that or listen.
John,
to
I think you would watch Nerd Crew and understand that it's the best time for us to have a female Batman who's really played by a male actor, or a female actor playing a male Spawn. It's so brave. Clap, 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 clap. Clap, 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 clap.
You remember how both the Batwoman TV show and the Robin show, both of the marketing was based around fuck Batman? And I'm like, what? Warner Brothers, why the fuck do you hate Batman?
Well, those characters hated Batman.
Yeah, but that's two separate shows where they're just throwing him under the bus. I'm like, wait.
William Shatner watched the Nerd Crew and got pissy on Twitter? I'll have to look that up.
Celebrities shouldn't have Twitter. But that's a whole other...
Twitter shouldn't exist.
...box of snakes. I mean, I agree with that, too, because I don't have it, so I don't give a shit if it goes away. What were we talking about?
Star Watch Nerd Crew, Sergio. I think you'll love it.
I want to check it out. I want to check out Nerd Crew, and I want to check out the rest of the Harley Quinn TV series. Because fucking hell, that for season 1, I mean fucking episode 1 was so much better than that movie.
The first season's amazing, and the second season goes in any better directions.
Should have been. Mm-hmm.
Well, we've run out of beer, and I think we've run out of the end of our conversation. So it's time for me to get some Tums, and time for John to watch the Nerd Crew. But thank you all for joining us this evening for the fifth, or what was it? The 5th or 6th? I think it's the 5th one. The 5th stream.
5 or 6. I remember someone else telling me something was like 6 or 7 somethings, but it actually was 12 somethings.
You wanted more? What are we going to talk about?
That person knows who they are, and they're watching right now. So it's something I'll tell you later.
What are we going to... It's best to leave the audience when they want more, I think. It's been 2 hours and 45 minutes, and you guys have been a wonderful audience. It means the world to John and I that you're here. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next week when we blabber on about something else.
We don't even know.
We don't even know. We'll figure it out.
It'll happen, and you'll find out when we know.
Yeah, and maybe my kid will be born by that, and then
oh man.
And then I don't know if we'll have an episode that week, but we'll try.
Not at all nearly as exciting at all. In fact, I shouldn't even say. I was going to say you're going to have a kid around the same time that I'm going to get a new puppy. However,
yes.
I am not at all trying to compare those.
Well, John, when you have your kid, I'm going to get a puppy. And I'm going to go, wow, John, it's really great, but have you seen my puppy?
That's not at all what I said, and you know it.
I know.
I'm trying to make sure I give you your proper credence because I'm so excited for you having a kid.
Yeah. I'm not having a kid, my wife is, but I'm gonna be responsible for it.
There you go. You silly Billy.
Oh my goodness. All right. So
you guys are great.
You guys are awesome. If you guys have any suggestions throughout the week, or you find something weird that you want to show us, sandwich.revolver88@gmail.com, or direct message Sandwich Revolver on Instagram or Facebook, or message John and I. You have our contact info, and we'll talk about it on the next episode.
Woo!
Yes, I will be the father of a child in the coming weeks. We don't know the exact day, but it's pretty close. All ready to go. Well, thank you for the congratulations. So yeah, wild times and a 4 hours and a 4 hour Batman movie. Fantastic.
Now you know it. Now you know what to watch. The first thing you can watch with your kid.
No, I'm not gonna put them through that. They sleep every 2 hours.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. It's also rated R.
Oh good. This is more amazing. All right. We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Everyone have a delicious looking sandwich.
All right. Good night.
Good night.